Alrighty, so I am back. Y'all, I don't know what to do about this. It's just this stupid router or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm frustrated. Um so there was a list we left off with, Mania. I went on ahead and copied and pasted before I got off the stream. Okay. But I'm back. Okay. I'll be closing the list soon. Let me see. At 2:40, I will be closing, well, additions to the list. If you're already on the list, I'm gonna get to you and do your question. But like if there's newcomers in and they haven't gotten a question yet, or maybe they left earlier or something, I will not be adding any more on. So after 2:40, Mania, please close. Please let everybody know that I am done with the additions. So anybody that wants to be added after 2:40, I will not be able to read for 2 nights. If anybody wants a paid reading, let me know. It is more in depth. So $5 for one question. For 3 to 5 questions, it is $10, and it's also more in depth. Okay, yeah. All right, so Stacy, I'm guessing you had a change of heart on your question there, but that is okay. Let me see. So take action. I need a clarifier for that. I feel like there will be, Stacy, a delay in him coming back, possibly, or you will get to see him, but when he comes back, but I feel like you won't get to see him right away. There's going to be a delay with either him coming or with you being able to see him when he gets back. So, you have take action, and you have within the next few months. So it doesn't have to be within the next few months, literally, but it's saying that I feel like it's just generally saying that there's just going to be a delay, but eventually I do feel like you will see each other. Yeah, just maybe a little bit more, out of reach time wise. So, but yes. Hi P Love. So if anybody wants to be added on the list, please do ask now. At 2:40, I will be closing the list, so there will be no new additions. So that is for Stacy. Please do like and subscribe if you are new. Yeah. You're welcome, Stacy. So Angel, are you here? Okay. All right. So I guess just not even put them at the bottom of the list. They just have to come back in another stream. So Kristen, are you here? Kristen is usually the moderator, but So yes or no's for the free questions. For paid, you can ask more complex and they're more detailed. Now I probably lost some people because of that disconnection. That's more than likely what it was. So yes, you can get a general message. So more like okay. Do you want just like a general message to, well, whatever pops up will pop up. So let's just see. It sounds like you want advice rather than like a reading. But so I am on Gina now, and then Jenny, if you are here, have your question ready. Yes or no question only, please, for the free questions. My PayPal link, yes, you can. Also, guys, I am having a 25% off sale on my Etsy shop till the 25th, and 2020 readings are available as well. They are very in-depth. You get a lot with that. You get 2 questions, you get a 24 card spread, you get higher self messages. So yeah. If you're interested in that, let me know. Or you don't have to let me know. You can just contact me or something. But I wasn't trying to. I had called you, but you didn't say anything. Maybe I didn't give people enough time to come back in here yet. What was I doing? Oh, I'm getting my PayPal link. Got it right here. I just need to copy and paste it. I guess I could squeeze Angel in if she's still here. Yes, so I don't throw the list out of whack. So you'll just be patient with me. No problem. It was my fault. Something, I don't know what's with this stupid Wi-Fi or whatever it is, but it was on my end. So the only option was for me to restart the live. Who asked for that? So Stacy, there's my link. Let me give you the prices again, just in case maybe you don't. It's in my the live stream we were in, but now I'm gonna have to. I have it right here. Just need to copy and paste it really quickly from this live I did the other day. That's my PayPal link, and that is the prices. So $5 for one question, and for 3 to 5 questions. Okay, for 3 to 5 questions, it is $10 or more. And also, guys, I do take donations outside of the live streams, and what I would do for those that give donations, then those get you a free general message. If you were after Stacy, yes. Just because maybe I possibly didn't give people enough time to come in. It's 2:40 now, so any new additions I will not be able to get to as I close the list at that time. But yeah, I guess put Angel after if that was the order it was in. I'm not sure if that what I don't know. That's okay. Hi, Nicolina. Okay. Okay. So are you getting one question, Stacy, or okay, so Stacy, you get 3 to 5 questions. Let me go ahead and get um well, Stacy, as paid readings do get priority and they are guaranteed. So if somebody pays, they automatically get bumped up to the list. Um I'm not sure what spot you were at, Gina. I think Gina was on that list, but I'm not sure. Okay, Stacy. So Stacy, please do like and subscribe, guys. It helps me a lot, helps other people find me as well. Oh, okay. Kristen ended up not being here, so maybe that's why. Yes, you can. Because I thought she was on there too, but I don't see the name. So yes. So after, yes, what I'm probably, it's likely because of that disconnection. So I'm not gonna hold y'all accountable for that because obviously that was on my end. So those of you that are on that list, as long as you come in before I get off, I will go ahead and tend to your questions. I got to babysit today, so it's 2:44 a.m. So I'm gonna have to go to sleep at some point soon. I got babies to look after. My 1-year-old niece and my 2-year-old nephew. They are a handful, so I'll be looking after them probably the whole day tomorrow, more than likely. So if they ever get to sleep during the day, I might be back during the day. Whenever they're not, whenever they're occupied with something. But okay, I should have went and got that deck while I was disconnected, but I didn't even get up. I stayed here. I don't be thinking, y'all. Okay. Alrighty. I might get it anyway. I don't know. So please do like and subscribe, guys. It helps me a lot, and I am doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers. Yes, do add Jenny, all of those people that were on that list. Just giving them a little more time to come in. We'll give them let's give 5 minutes for those existing people on the list, the existing list people to show up. If they're not here in 5 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and I guess cancel them out because I am gonna get off soon. So where was I? Stacy. Interesting. So Stacy, I should have did a financial thingy, this card here. Okay, so Stacy, let's see. Will you win your I kind of feel like there may be some things that you're letting getting that either you're letting slide or letting get brushed underneath the rug. It could be that there's something you're not realizing about this situation yet that's kind of holding you back. You have Knight of Pentacles, and ironically, that is a financial card, as it's Pentacles. Pentacle suit is all about money and career. Um, Knight of Pentacles is just really asking for you to trust in this process a little bit more. Um, and then you have the Fool, and this is why I say there's something maybe this is about, though, it's not necessarily about being naive. It is a naive energy, yes. So that's why I say that something may be going on behind the scenes that either you're not aware of or you will be surprised about coming up. Um, so make sure you're paying close attention to what you are doing when it comes to this situation, like any papers you are signing, or don't just put your name on dotted lines. Okay, so that's what it is then. Um, well, definitely, I was going to ask you about a lawyer because I felt like there wasn't really one in the picture at all. So, what it could have been is that there's a lack of him being there. So, that's about the same thing. You have Queen of Swords, it's about fending for your own, being nurturing to the situation by yourself. Um, So that's why I was going to ask that question, but you just validated that for me. And then you have King of Wands here. And it is about leadership and it is about practicality, though. Um, so this is causing for logical decisions to be made. And then again, just being careful with where you sign papers. Also, again, with that lawyer there, I just feel like I'm not saying trust him or her, but to kind of be wary of them, and because they need to be active in the situation. And I don't feel like they are. Even before you said that, this is what came up. And it's, again, as you see that independence there, that's about being by yourself in something and trying to fight your way through it. So, yeah, you probably will be still doing more of the work to get to the place that you want to be in. I feel like this lawyer is not going with the facts all the way. He's going with what he thinks is logical. And while that is a good approach, it's not good enough. Um, do I feel like he's trying to help to the best of his ability? Yes, but there's more he can do. I don't know why he's not doing it. Um, but you definitely do need to get on his behind about this because that's what's holding it back. Yes. Um, let's see if you're going to win here because I'm kind of getting mixed signals on this. Um, let's see. So what I'm using now, Stacy, is Angels of Abundance by Dorian Virtue and Grant Virtue. And it's more so about money. So we're going to see what message comes about that. Okay, he don't keep me informed, and he told me it takes a while, and I will call him now. But let me get this attention. Okay, that sounds like somebody that's procrastinating, or possibly maybe they just don't have motivation to get things going at a certain pace. I don't know. Because I feel like he's in the situation or position where he's just there to kind of do the work, but not really do the work, if that makes sense. Like there's other actions and measures he can take, but he's kind of standing still with it for whatever reason. And you do have these very big court cards here. So there's king, there's queen, there's the knight. So this person has more leeway here, but they're not okay. But they are not for some reason they're just not doing it. Okay. So you have organized for success, and it says do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next steps or action steps. Um, you're definitely still going to have to kind of be on his butt about it. Otherwise, it may be best for you to maybe try to find another person for the job, because I see him in some type of personal situation that's making him feel unmotivated. It's not even that he doesn't want to help people or help your case, but this lawyer himself is going through some things, even if it's just mentally, and it's kind of taking over their job. It's keeping them from wanting to work and really just get things going. No excuse, but that I don't know why that's what I feel. He could, again, there's more he could be doing, but is he's just not motivated. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if you're going to win. I would say that's a good idea, but do only do this if you feel called to it. Never make a decision like this just because of a reading, because readings could definitely kind of give mixed energy here. So just make sure this is something you really feel like you just really need to do. But I'm just here to offer my guidance and try to help, but make sure you're making a decision because you feel like it needs to be done. So face your financial fears. When you're honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears while exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled and released these self doubts. Um, yeah, well, as a lawyer, though, yes, he definitely should be in touch. So you're not wrong on that at all. Your lawyer is supposed to be working with you every step of the way and communicating with you. I wouldn't say daily, but definitely more than he is, because again, like I felt that before you even said that. So he does need to get a move on. Yes, Mania is correct. It is safe for you to receive. Okay. Block out distractions. Let's have courage to ask for and accept help, which you are already doing from him, but he's not really responding. So yeah, it's maybe time to get somebody else there. And you're wanting to know if you will. There is a need to maybe take a risk with that Fool card. So maybe that is the risk you are needing to take, changing the person. Um trying to let's see. Okay. And then you have let go of guilt here. So it looks like this is something you've been debating for a while, changing lawyers. So if you feel like that's what you need to do, do not feel guilty for it. Um, this deck right now, or these guides, are not really helping me with this answer. I'm trying to see like if you're going to win. All right, spirit, spirit, spirit. Mm. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna do. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the answer here. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know, they want to, what the, um, it's not always to the point. I try to be, but sometimes it's just Depends on the energy, and then maybe spirit, the universe wants you to hear certain things before you have your answer. Leading toward, I'm learning patience. Okay. Oh man. My sister is an Aries, and that girl, that child, ooh, love her, but mm, that girl, she asks me for readings, y'all, almost constantly. Love her to death, but it's like, let me take a break. Let me live, please. All right. Let's see. What? This is the one that popped up. Like, I put it back in the deck. I was like, what the? And it came back out. Um, oh wow. Interesting. It says you're ready. So you're ready to make this change. And it's still not wanting to really give me this ant. Okay, here we go again. It's up to you. Can we get an answer, please? Again, with this action, I wonder if y'all might clash a lot, because when you're like the same sign as a family member, or like a just somebody you're close to, you kind of have a lot of like maybe fall out with people more. I've found that to be a little kind of true there. Me and my dad are both Aquariuses, and sometimes we kind of butt heads sometimes. So it's been a while actually since we have actually done that. But yeah, it used to be over stupid stuff. So okay, so we finally got our answer. Now I don't have to have cards or anything, but like for like these situations, I try to get more of a concrete answer if I can. And sometimes it takes a lot to get an answer. Sometimes that's why I give a waiting time. One reason I give a waiting time for my readings, because sometimes it's just like the answers don't want to come back up. So yes, you will get this win, even if you have to do it on your own. I do get you will get it. So yeah, but it is gonna take like, I don't know. I don't do health readings. So when this card pops up, I usually just don't even pay attention to it. But this could be like about, the mind. And it definitely could be on his part. Maybe that's why he's not communicating a lot as well, as something personal. So I take it to be on his end more than anything. But again, this is not a diagnosis or anything like that. Could be mental health. And I'm not even diagnosing that. um, Somebody working on their health. So maybe that might be what's taking him so long to communicate with you properly. So, but yeah, I do see victory and you getting what you need out of this situation and getting that compensation. So, and I feel like just that because it took time to get your answer, it's going to take time to kind of see that win, but I do see you getting it overall. Okay, so did you have any more questions? Because for the $10 or more, you are entitled to 3 to 5 questions. So if you have a couple more, I can do those. Um, so guys, I'm trying to move fast. But if there is somebody, $10 or more gets 3 to 5, and $5 gets 1 question. So and the paid readings get priority. So that is why I am here doing this. Does Lucas want commitment now? Can I trust him? Should I do? I'm hoping to get the okay. To get him back into the country, or I'm hoping that's what you're about to say. Okay. Well, I do see you getting it. I don't really know if it's going to be like exactly the amount you need to get him back in the down here in the country, whatever. But but yeah, I do see you getting something. It just not be exactly what you planned on, and like you mentioned, that could be the delay. But let's confirm and see. Okay. I feel like it might not be exactly how much you're looking for. And now that I think about it, I feel like it's not the delay in the money coming, but delay in getting him back down here because of the amount that you were given. I don't feel like it's going to be everything you're looking for, is what I mean. But as far as commitment though, and I don't want to get all Judge Judy or feel like a parent here, but if he has not given you any type of commitment yet, then I know this is hard, but I wouldn't waste any money on that unless he has already offered that to you. That's just my advice. I'm shuffling for you. Gonna confirm here, but now if he wants it, that doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna give it, because we can want something and not necessarily, go through with it. He's coming here to be with you. Well, I mean, I'm hoping. I sound like a downer. I'm not trying to sound like that. I'm just trying to like be, realistic, because sometimes people say stuff and it's just like not what they mean. So, but I'm going to see. And you asked, does he? Okay. Okay, so again, I don't read with zodiac signs, but oftentimes they can pop up in the reading. But hold on before I mention it, because is he between an air sign or water sign? Maybe. If not, could be in other areas of his chart or maybe yours. I see some type of back and forth, not knowing what he wants. So maybe like one day he wants commitment, then the next it changes. You have okay. Um okay. So what are I mean the signs aren't necessarily important, but just putting it out there because the cards do associate they refer back to zodiac signs. But there's some air sign energy coming through here, so maybe that's just his characteristics right now. But it's like you have 10 of swords and it does talking about walking away from something. But then you have 6 of swords and it's like coming back, getting things on track, I feel, at least with this situation. So as far as like does he want commitment, it's like um Queen of Cups does come up though. It is, a nurturing energy, somebody that, is very emotionally involved in others. But I feel like that might be the reason why maybe he has held back before. As far as like wanting commitment again, it's like one day, yeah, and then the next day it's like no. Um, Two of Pentacles. So there you go with that validation there. That is uncertainty. That is juggling ideas. That is not being sure what the person wants. So that validates that. So there's no real solid answer there, to be honest, because again, it's just mind is everywhere thinking of certain things, then not really sure about certain situations. So I would say, yeah. Um, yeah, I would say he might need time for that commitment, but um the Pentacles is also about money. So this is about you also needing to weigh your options carefully, think logically before you put that money out there for him to come back. That's just another validation of that, and making sure you really weigh the pros and cons of that because it is something that you could regret later on. So make sure this is something you really feel like you need to do because um this is that type of money that would be hard for you to kind of get back. And you want to make sure somebody is really fully appreciating it before you go out and do something big like that for somebody. So just make sure, but it's just back and forth type of energy to where again it's just like he doesn't know. As far as waiting on him, what was it you said? Or should you date while let me see. Okay. Hmm. You do have Ace of Wands, so maybe possibly keeping your options open. You don't necessarily have to date, but maybe talk to people. Just socialize and get to know people. Um, that doesn't mean you cut ties with him completely. If you feel called to be with him and communicate with him, you do that, but don't let it stop you from you know doing whatever else you feel like you have to do, even if that is talking to other people. Queen of Pentacles comes up again, and that is a money card in it. So it does talk about somebody getting comfortable with the situation. This is a nurturing person. You have Queen of Cups that came up also earlier. So this is somebody that kind of sees a nurturing quality in you. So be careful not to give too much, or they will get too comfortable and they feel like they will not have to do anything. Um, so make sure you are limiting yourself with that. Otherwise, you might get taken advantage of. But like, again, as long as you limit yourself, I feel like, yeah, well, not necessarily forget about them, but like you said, you don't put them first anymore. So, okay, this is somebody possibly you used to be then, and you're coming out of that. Keep doing that because, like, well, don't completely write them off and just not do anything for them. I mean, we need support from each other. It takes two for a relationship, so it can't only be you giving and it can't only be him giving. It has to be both. But if you didn't stop that, you would have been in the position where it would have only been you giving, and that would have really, like, at some point you will get tired. So um yeah, do not forget about yourself. It's going to take him time to kind of want to commit completely, because right now he doesn't know, um as far as that goes. So that is for Stacy. So did you need any clarification? I'm gonna have to finish this list before yeah, because it's 3:13. So who is next? So did you need any clarification, Stacy? Or okay. Oh, that is a list. That is a list. Please like this live. If anybody, well, I don't know why I'm about to say if anybody's in here, because there is people in here, but um and subscribe. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with helping a guy. I don't know. I'm not one to believe that only the guy is responsible for everything. I know a lot of people that think that way, but that's not how I think. Hi, Jenny. Just give me a second. Or she's not. Who's next? It's Angel. Okay. All right. Um, but yeah, it definitely has to be a mix. It can't just be one person doing everything. So um, there's no harm in helping regardless of the genders. It doesn't matter, but just make sure that you have somebody that you know if you need it and they have it, they're going to do it for you. But sometimes you can't control if they don't have it or not. I've been with somebody like that. I am with somebody that can't really help themselves a lot right now. So I've been there, and sometimes it's okay to help. Just make sure you don't overdo it. Okay. Well, as long as he is trying, that's okay. But yeah, I don't believe in just like, there's too many people that believe and think that way. I think that it should be both people. But yeah. Okay, so I hope that it helped you, Stacy. You're welcome. I'm just looking. I was looking for the list. So if I looked at like I just saw a ghost, that's what I was doing. Um, Angel, she wants to know if Seth and I get back together. Okay, so I'm gonna do these very, very quickly. Now, for paid readings for the $10 or more. That is why hers was so in depth and why I was on her for a long time. $5 for one extra question, and $10 or more for 3 to 5 questions. And paid gets priority. They get bumped up on the list. And they are guaranteed. So I'm going to... Okay. So that is my list. Unless somebody comes in for a paid reading, the list is open to paid readings, but it's closed now for the ones that are wanting the free ones. So aside from this list here, did I even... I don't know. Okay, so Angel, will you and Seth get back together again? So you have Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups here, and the Chariot. So Wheel of Fortune is all about fate. It's all about destiny. It's all about attracting what you are meant to have when you are meant to have it. I do feel like there will be some type of reconciliation with you and Seth. Yes. The Chariot is positive movement forward. And Knight of Cups is more of a spiritual type of thing. So it could be where the reconciliation could just be you maybe dreaming about him. Possibly might be dreaming about him more now. There's like a spiritual connection there. Let's see. So the star card here popped up now, and that is literally reconnection. So yes, you guys will be getting back together. If not back together, you definitely will be communicating and reminiscing, maybe even getting to know each other again. So do expect something with this person, whether it's reconciliation. Reconciliation could also mean just contact, just talking. But I definitely do feel that for you and Seth. So I would say yes. You will be getting back together. That's the energy at this time. That's what that feels like. So yes for Angel. Okay. Okay, Gina, general message. You're welcome. So I'm going through these free yes or no questions very quickly here. If you want paid and want to be priority, or if you want extras and want to be priority, those are paid. $5 for one question. That is more in depth, and $10 or more for 3 to 5 questions, which is very in depth as well. And please do subscribe if you haven't already. That is going to help me get my content out to others. And it does help me with my goal here. as YouTube does not allow smaller YouTubers to participate in a lot of the stuff on here. So that's why I'm getting that number. Oh wow, $4.95. So we're almost there. And I do thank everybody for subscribing and watching and coming in and being patient, because I know I take long. Okay, so Gina, I'm still with you, just shuffling here. All right. This chair is uncomfortable. I've been sitting in it too long. Seems like every time I'm doing the generals tonight, the same message wants to pop up. Okay, so Gina, you have 9 of Wands, the Magician, which is one of my favorites there, 10 of Pentacles. So 9 of Wands is about maybe being a little bit overwhelmed over something. Something's not going your way. You kind of maybe have too much going on at once. But it does say that with the Magician, literally the card of manifestation, a magical message here. It's about having what you need in front of you to get things going, to get whatever it is that you are needing. But you just have to use those tools and those resources. That is, I feel like that's something you already have in your energy. You're just maybe not sure how to use them. You're maybe even overwhelmed with, different ideas on how to use them, and you don't know what idea you need to choose. Because again, this talks about being overwhelmed, and 9 of Wands is also okay. I stopped there because I could have sworn I heard one of them back there crying, but it wasn't. Okay, so 9 of Wands, it is also about obstacles being in your way. But I really feel like it's more so you have too much to choose from, and it's kind of giving you a headache and you don't know what to do. It's like you can do this, but then there's always another idea that tops the idea that you have, and you just don't know where to go in a certain situation. Could be financial related or whatever the case is. You have 10 of Pentacles here. And that's just about being content, having what you need and want. So if you're lacking something, it is coming to you. Again, you have everything you need mostly to get what you are needing and wanting out of a certain situation, but you don't know how to go about it. But you'll be I feel like you'll find a solution soon. And some type of support that will help you, and whether it's a person or some type of resource. And it seems like you're very determined to get out of a certain situation, and you have ways, you just don't know where to go. But I feel like either way that you have chosen, either idea that you go with, I feel like it's all okay. I don't feel like you have any bad ideas right now. It's just about willpower, you getting out there and you doing it. So everything is already there. You just have to do it. And this is where it'll lead you. It'll lead you in this happy life, this happy home life. So 9 of Wands again, the Magician, and 10 of Pentacles. And that is for Gina. Okay, so I hope that helps. So who am I doing next? I should have grabbed that deck while I was while I disconnected earlier, but give me 1 second. I think I'm going to go ahead and go grab it. I know she's not a teenager, but that deck might help. Needed a little water because my throat is dry. Okay, so I will be back. So Jenny, do have your yes or no question posted, please. And I will be back. I'm gonna go grab that deck really quickly. I'm trying not to trip over anything because it's all these wires and crap. All right, so I will be back. Okay, I am back. There's some stuff in my way here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So maybe that's why I feel called to use this deck. You're welcome, Gina. For your daughter, Jenny, because I know you said she's not a teenager, but from what you have said, you had her when you were a teenager. So I don't know, maybe that's why I felt called to go ahead and use it. It is called Teen Angel. You can use it for more than just what do you call it? You can use it for more than readings for teenagers. You don't have to be a teenager. I use it for different things. But definitely if somebody's asking about it, their kid, I do pull it out. Sometimes if I feel called to. Um, what I'm gonna do first, Jenny, is pull like a message from here that will be able to help her, like some type of advice, and then I'll get like do see what the answer is. Now I don't feel like she's doing drugs, like hard drugs, but I'm gonna confirm with my deck, with my other deck here when I get through with this. Could definitely be wrong, but I don't. And guys, it's not a question I get a lot, but it's not unusual. Actually, I think the last time I picked up on something like that, the person didn't even ask me about it. It was just literally, they were in a live stream. It was last year. They were the only person in here, and I ended up picking up on somebody they were or used to associate with was on drugs. They didn't ask for anything. It just came up randomly. But so let's see. Yeah. Empathy. So you have number 15, empathy. So sometimes it may feel like you're now I feel like she's an empath too, but maybe you are as well. Because I feel like sometimes the things she is going through, you tend to kind of feel her pain, whether it's physical, emotional, or whatever the case is, you tend to feel it sometimes because she goes through it so much. But this is also just about being more understanding with her as well. Being more compassionate and not, um, I don't know the word for it. Um, One thing you can do more is kind of try to understand. Um, Let me see. So as far as her doing drugs, I don't think so, but I'm just gonna confirm. I feel like she does do things that help her, but I don't think it's drugs. I feel like she might go in her room and or wherever she is, she might watch a YouTube video, or she has ways of coping, but it's not like, I don't think they are dangerous ways. But let's see. So, is she on drugs? Like, she might read a book. I just feel like, hmm. Yes, that too. What Mania has said. Simply empathizing or sympathizing with her. Um, you could just do that by, like Mania said, just simply asking, like, what could you do? And sometimes, especially when the kids are adults, I'm not that much older than your daughter. I am a little bit older than her. And I'll say sometimes you just kind of have to let them maybe come out of it on their own. Um, yeah. Hmm. You have asked for help from others, so I do feel like she does need to consult maybe a counselor or something. I don't think she's that bad off, but I think at least talking to somebody else will help her, and maybe you could be the first to kind of offer that hand. But she might decline simply because, I'm going to be honest, um, sometimes we feel like we can't go to our parents for help, just because some things may seem a little too personal. So maybe that's why she might feel like she can't come to you. Um, hmm. I don't see drugs now. Alcohol, maybe, but that's a little bit different from drugs. But as far as drugs, I don't see drugs. Um, and there you have it. That's a no to drugs. So bull crap.